YouTube is a literal black hole of content. There's so much digital vomit on this platform that it's kind of hard to keep up. And a lot of this just goes completely unchecked, making it really easy to find some insane on this platform. Just like today's topic, Million Pity, better known as the monkey hate rabbit hole. This is without a doubt the most vile and evil and disturbing and disgusting rabbit hole I have ever seen online in general. Not just because of the surface level stuff that you'll find, but also because of the amount of tie-ins it has to other rabbit holes. We're going to be talking about a lot of heavy subject matter in today's video, so viewer discretion is heavily advised. Million Pity or monkey hate is a horrifically upsetting phenomenon that started off on YouTube sometime in 2011. This is apparently consistently debated because it could have started a lot earlier, we just have no idea. And it is still around to this day, getting its name from a popular phrase thrown around in the comment sections of some of these videos, Million Pity, Million Tears, which in itself is a reference to one of these videos' broken English titles, and it's a video of a baby monkey getting bitten by a bunch of ants. So that should kind of show the intentions of what we're getting into here. This became a dog whistle for this community to kind of mask their intentions behind what they're actually doing, so that way people don't just immediately go into these videos and assume people are hating on the monkeys. And this is now the title of the vast majority of the content within this group. The Million Pity community mostly consists of people who have bonded over their specific hatred towards baby macaws, which are a subspecies of monkey that are found almost all over the world and are just kind of little guys. They also very specifically hate the bond between the mother macaws and their babies. And yes, this is a community of people. Most people didn't think so up until very recently, as there's been a lot more stuff popping up about this whole thing. Most of the comments have a very similar slang they use to call these baby monkeys, such as tree devils, rats, tree rats, vermin, and for the babies you can find comments or commenters saying that they are milk maggots, which kind of goes hard actually, it sounds like a metal band. The first known sighting of the community was under a video titled Induna, the male leopard catches a baby monkey in this safari, which was posted 13 years ago. The video itself isn't necessarily cruel, it's kind of just a leopard catching and eating a monkey, which I mean, yeah, it's a little brutal, but that's just kind of how nature is. Unfortunately, the comments on this are vile. I like how the cat just played with it for a long time, really made it suffer. Good kitty. And that's why I love kitties. Laughing my ass off, great job furball. Now go get thousands more. I hope the baby monkey felt every millimeter of that thing's teeth. Oh my god, yes, we need more vids like this in the world. Macaws being hunted and tortured and killed. And it goes on forever. Like, genuinely, it is insane how many people hate these baby monkeys. From here, it seemed like the community really started forming, as more and more of the monkey hate content started getting posted onto YouTube a lot more frequently, and would come with increasingly violent comments. It needs its arms and legs tied together and put into a nice ice cube filled tub and cooled off a little. After that, tie the little upside down and blow dry it on the hottest setting, then tie it down, and when it makes those annoying monkey sounds, squirt some habanero sauce into its throat and eyes. That, my monkey-loving friend, should calm the little bastard down. Pouring 100 proof vodka down its throat is also recommended. That, comment took the wind out of me to read. Holy shit. Take the little fucker to the top of the highest tree and swing him by the tail and throw him into the air as high as possible, and listen to the thud sound when he hits the ground. Or take him to the top of the tree and find a short, thick branch to stick in his— okay, Jesus Christ, yeah. As you can tell, the comments do not get any more tame, okay, guys? You can find these comments underneath almost every single monkey video on YouTube ever. It does not matter the context of the video. It does not matter if there's a monkey getting hurt. It does not matter if it's a natural phenomena. If there is a baby monkey in a video, you're going to find comments like this. And the worst part about these accounts is they're not like botted or anything. These are real people, as we will be talking about here soon. But on top of all of this insanity, another level of evil is added when you realize that some of these comments actually name and humanize the monkey. Not for like the fact that they actually like the monkey. No, because they like the idea of torturing something with a name and a personality, which is a way for this community to enjoy the suffering of these baby monkeys even more. It's extremely insane to think about there being an entire community of people gathering around specific monkeys, specific baby monkeys, naming them only for them to want to see that thing be tortured. They're trying to form a bond with them so that way they can feel more pleasure when the thing gets hurt. Like I said, this is the most evil rabbit hole I've gone down on this website. This has led to some of these monkeys having a very rabid fan base who are very eagerly awaiting to see just how they will be mistreated next. So now the question becomes, where the hell are these videos even coming from? Because on YouTube, if you just look up monkey hate, you can find a lot, and I mean a lot of videos about just monkeys being, well, tortured and raped. One of the most popular videos, and this is the first video that popped up for me when I looked up monkey hate rabbit hole, was a video of a baby monkey being by another monkey, which is insane that that's even on YouTube. But it goes far beyond that. There are playlists upon playlists upon playlists of monkeys being tortured, beaten, and harassed on YouTube, and there is no end in sight. It was thought at one point that there was no community behind this entire mess, which, like I said, was disproven later down the line. But for the longest time, a lot of the investigators were under the suspicion that it was just a lot of people who really hated monkeys. The posters of these videos, however, were found to be from Cambodia and Indonesia, where these monkeys were mostly considered pests, which had a lot of investigators also thinking at the time that this was kind of just part of the culture. These countries just hated monkeys that much, which is only half of the truth. It was also thought at the time that most of the commenters were from these countries as well, because of the broken English that would be thrown around in the comment sections. Unfortunately, is actually not the case. Most of the commenters are Westerners, and not just Westerners, middle-aged Westerners, like people in their 30s to 40s, with a vast majority of those people being women for some reason. At this point in the investigations, it just seemed that for some reason a lot of people really hated monkeys, and we're just finding these videos naturally through YouTube by Cambodians posting their own monkey hate. There were signs, however, that this was a group effort, such as, like I said, the million pity titles popping up, as these titles would start popping up around 2014 to 2015. But outside of this, it still just seemed like a very niche community that was kind of just forming in the YouTube comments. That was until in 2019 someone discovered the existence of a Discord. This Discord went by the name Boys Club. In a post in 2019 in the RBI subreddit by a now deleted user, very odd Discord I was DM'd an invite to. It's named Boys Club, and they talk about killing baby monkeys, and most of them say they are pedophiles. Is there anything I could do? Which there wasn't a lot of comments in this thread, and apparently this account got deleted within 5 minutes of posting this. This is linked back to a thread on the X Paranormal board, which is not at all the place you would apparently expect this kind of conversation to be taking place in, simply because this board is mainly just known for being horny for some reason. YouTube monkey torture update. A Redditor made a post on Reddit's Redditor Bureau of Investigation board today, claiming he was added to the monkey abuse Discord server. He also provides the name of the server, Boys Town. I replied to this thread asking OP to provide more information, and within 5 minutes, his account was deleted. Either way, this led to the thread finding a Discord with a similar name. But this is a potential Discord. It has yet to be proven because the links were all deleted, and it is more likely that this Discord no longer exists. Sorry, monkey abuse Discord server name is Boys Club. I fucked up in my excitement. I found the server in a public directory of Discord servers. Weird esoteric imagery, obvious pedo server. Maybe it's the one. The invite link was expired though. It was actually found that the leader of this Discord group was someone by the name of Poyo Zo, but nothing ever came out of that, and we actually have no idea who this is to this day. This server did have some messages leaked onto multiple message boards, and they are completely unhinged. Most of the messages from this Discord are talking about dismembering monkeys and pedophilia. Like I said, the most evil rabbit hole I have ever run into. This was also led to a discovery of a lot of the public monkey hate accounts having ties to CP in their names, in their content, and in their descriptions. Some of them even going so far as to LARP as prolific child predators, because I guess they think it's funny. Basically meaning that the million pity video comment sections were a gateway into the Discord servers and the Telegram servers that would be later found to spread more monkey snuff films and to also spread CP, because for some reason that was also a favorite pastime of a lot of the monkey hate enjoyers, because they're just evil. It is pretty ridiculous just how much depravity these people were partaking in. This, however, would not be the final evolution of the monkey hate group, because of course it wasn't. After 2019, the monkey hate community kind of went silent and all tracks were cold up until 2021, because at this point in time it was kind of rare to find new monkey hate material online. There wasn't really anything getting produced, thank God. But this meant that the communities that were growing in the shadows decided it would be a good idea to put their money and efforts together as a community would to start making their own material. In these groups, not only were monkey gore videos shared between users, but the members decided to take it one step further and start producing their own videos of monkey mutilation. A scheme to adopt monkeys was devised, wherein the group members would pitch in money to pay people in Indonesia, referred to as VOs, standing for video operator, to perform specific acts of torture on innocent monkeys that the group members requested. Some of the richest members of the groups had their own personal monkey. Others would share a monkey in the single most up kind of carpooling I have ever heard of. The members of the group were predominantly from America, but some were from the UK, which is fucking insane to think that there were Telegram groups based around just monkey slaughter. This means that this rabbit hole has a kill count, and a very, very big kill count at that, as obviously most of the monkeys would not survive from being mutilated and butchered. An anonymous source shared videos and screenshots of chats from group members who claimed to have paid for the macaws, including monkey babies, to be abused, tortured, and killed. The torment includes cutting off a monkey's ear using scissors, physically beating a monkey into submission, throwing a monkey into water and mud-filled holes, using a large knife to cut off a monkey's finger, piercing ears, noses, tongues, eyelids with hat pins, violently swinging a monkey round and round using a chain attached to the neck, then launching the monkey high into the air so that he was severely injured so that when he plummeted to the ground, tying a monkey's arms behind his back, followed by kicking him repeatedly in the face and forcing him underwater repeatedly, tying infants to a wooden platform spread-eagled, and then beating them with hands and branches, hanging a monkey by his scrotum and penis, then submerging him in thin ice-filled water, cutting off the arm of an infant monkey, beating infant with severed arm, then cutting the throat to kill the infant. This was all exposed by a massive investigation done by Vice, Independent, and a couple other animal rights activists, wherein they found multiple discords, multiple telegram groups, multiple image boards, and a giant ring of people who were paying for monkeys to be tortured and people supplying the videos. Due to this being exposed, almost all of the monkey groups were disbanded and deleted, because the owners of the websites were not having any of it. Unfortunately, this did not lead to any arrests. Luckily, this means that there was a giant gap in time where these monkey hate communities could not gather and could not harm any monkeys any further. At least not for the most part, as most of these people went into hiding, and the only people able to produce any monkey torture snuff films were the ones rich enough to get it, because at this point the prices also were hiked by the Indonesians due to how hot the trail on these people were getting. This was until 2022, when a new king of the monkey hate Million Tears community would emerge, Mr. Ape. Greetings. Call me Mr. Ape. I am in possession of a large collection of monkey abuse videos. These videos feature a wide range of content from mild and extreme and everything in between. Many of them, I am sure you have already seen, are available here or elsewhere or in your own collection. However, I also know I am in possession of some of the rarest and hardest to find content. I am so tempted to share them with you, but there is a problem. It has recently come to my attention a small private collection of videos exists. Only a handful of people are aware of it, and even less have access to it. I have received the details on the videos, and they are well worth the cost. It's just I cannot personally pay the entire amount. All I need from you guys is some money in crypto, and I will drop all the files here in bulk, in a bulk file, including the new private vids. For anonymity concerns, I do not want to just say the total cost, but it's really not that bad if the cost is spread out. As soon as the right amount is reached, I will let you guys know. I will be dropping vids here regularly, bit by bit, to encourage donations and prove I'm telling the truth. Rest assured, I am one of you guys, and I am not here to f you. All I want is to grow and benefit the monkey hate community. Following addresses can be used, but make sure to send the right currency type. Otherwise, I think it gets lost in the system. Surprisingly, this legit was not a scam, as he actually went through with it and did purchase this hidden legendary collection of million pity videos, which is disgusting to say. And surprisingly, people actually just flat out believed him because they were very eager to just throw crypto at this guy, despite the fact that at this point crypto scams were just completely rampant and these guys would be probably the easiest to scam. But they were very eager because the content was starting to dry up and there was no new blood within the monkey hate community. This just being due to the fact that the people that had access to the Indonesian monkey farms were being very stingy because they didn't want to get arrested. We'll talk about this very soon. This led to the creation of a new Telegram and started an entire cycle all over again. Except this time, there was an actual head to this entire operation, as Mr. Ape quickly became famous within the million-tier society. This is due to his connections and freely spreading the produced monkey hate content to all. He was very, very charitable and really cared about this community and the growth of it. It's fucking insane. Under Mr. Ape, he and his recruits would go out of their way to contact members of the old Telegram channels that used to exist in 2021. These people would then get in contact with a lot of the Indonesian monkey farms that existed still to this day. And then these guys would produce as many snuff films as possible. This did lead to the confirmation of 12 monkey deaths, which this actually worked. He started giving away this content for free, and this grew the monkey hate community a lot. This became a massive, massive thing back in 2022. And for a while, this empire would grow to become even bigger than the original Telegram groups, which is horrifying. But there is no honor among narcissists and sadists, unfortunately, because this empire would come to a very swift end. Just like the fall of Rome and Julius Caesar, Mr. Ape was backstabbed, as shockingly, the people who really like watching baby monkeys get tortured and die are delusional narcissists with victim complexes, and they think they're God's gift. Who would have fucking thought? Drama swiftly erupted within the monkey hate community, and Mr. Ape was doxxed. His full dox, everything about him is now known. And this was not done by animal activists or anything of the sort. This was someone within the monkey hate community. And this was done for basically what can be summed up to a literal petty drama, as apparently the doxer was a close friend of Mr. Ape, who was pissed that this dude did not give him enough credit for the entire empire that they created here, which apparently was not hard to do, as Mr. Ape would openly brag about his type of study in the university that he goes to, we'll talk about this soon, but also gave out his personal phone number on multiple telegrams, which, I mean, that is so easily traced. Why would you ever do that if you are in a community of pedophiles and people who like torturing monkeys? Like, even if you trust these guys, there should be that fear that there's a mole in there who is going to get in contact with the FBI eventually because you're killing animals for fun. This dox led to the complete downfall of this community, thank God, as it led to mass paranoia within the million pity community. This led to splinter groups forming because the Telegram completely shut itself down and they started doxing themselves, and it was a massive shit flinging contest. You could say they started monkeying around. As these splinter groups would start to form, a lot of the people within the monkey hate community would again go into hiding and stop posting within the forums, due to the fact that there was just mass paranoia going around at this time because everyone was blaming each other because they're a bunch of fucking morons. This, however, does not mean that the demand for this type of content ever stopped, and the suppliers of this content were always eager to deliver. As stated before, the existence of these groups were not just to collect monkey hate material, they were also for creating their own monkey hate material. But since most of the consumers of this content were from the United States, they couldn't just go to their backyards and grab monkeys themselves to do this. They did the next best thing. They found people who could. But as stated earlier, most of the posters from this community, especially on the YouTube side of things, were from either Cambodia or Indonesia. And because of this, most of the theories thought that the viewers themselves were also from Cambodia or Indonesia, which, as stated before, is not the case. Both Cambodia and Indonesia have their own distinct type of monkey hate content that they produce, with Cambodians' content mainly being the prime source for all of the quote-unquote softcore monkey hate videos, which is all the stuff you would usually see on YouTube. So let's talk about this side first. Cambodians usually are extremely poor. Let's not beat around the bush here. They don't have a good economy, okay? Cambodia has no vets whatsoever due to the Khmer Rouge, which was a very, very totalitarian communist party that ran Cambodia for a little bit and completely screwed over their economy. The first batch of properly trained vets in Cambodia only graduated within 2021, and primate medicine is a far more advanced veterinary field that almost no one is likely to specialize in because it's just simply not profitable. Cambodians may have, in good faith, made these videos of monkeys being rescued and attempting to treat them with makeshift vet techniques. The monkeys are badly hurt on camera by people unaware of the real animal care. The highest paying regular profession in Cambodia makes around $4,000, this being their doctors. The ad revenue from a video of a monkey in clear pain generates around this much in one go, which is insane. That kind of money would make you rich here. I don't even want to know how the Cambodians who are posting this content are living. That is insane. This obviously created an economy because anyone that was willing to maim monkeys for a living was going to be heavily profitable. This does not mean that Cambodians do not partake in the monkey snuff film making. It just means that they usually like to focus more on the easier avenue of revenue, which is YouTube. The second type of content, and the far worse type of content, is produced by Indonesia. There really is not a lot of information on the Indonesian side of things, but from what we do know, it is horrible. We only have the information we do thanks to a very brave Redditor whose account is now deleted, who infiltrated one of these groups. He did this in a now archived thread where he exposed many of these groups for brutally torturing and killing these monkeys. The story that I am about to read to you is not for the faint of heart, and just viewer discretion advised. If you didn't take my warning at the beginning of the video, this is my second warning to you. If you do not want to hear a story about a monkey being butchered, now is your time to click off. Here's the information I have on the two biggest and most notorious monkey torture video producers. It's very easy to tell which producer is which based on the background setting and style of videos they produce. Both of them live within Indonesia. That's all I know about their location. They always torture one specific species of monkey called the crab-eating macaque, also known as the long-tail macaque. They are native to large parts of Southeast Asia and are very commonly found in Indonesia in particular. Long-tail macaques are not an endangered species and are often considered pests by locals. Up until a couple years ago, their conservation status was categorized as least concern. But nowadays, they are considered threatened. As far as I'm aware, there are no regulations on their sale in Indonesia. As such, baby long-tail macaques can be often found in Indonesian pet markets for less than $20 each, making the production and sale of baby monkey snuff videos a highly profitable business model. First, I'll describe the most notorious of the two most popular torture video producers and the most well-known. This is the person who ran the Telegram server that made it into mainstream news articles last year. Before producing that type of content, he was a typical pet baby monkey YouTuber who over time gravitated toward hurting baby monkeys to attract a reliable audience of monkey sadists. He is most commonly known as G Owner within the monkey hate community, since he was famous for owning a heavily traumatized baby monkey named G that he exploited for views on his old YouTube channel. G herself was famous for constantly holding the back of her head with her hands and rocking back and forth due to a traumatic upbringing. Somehow, the monkey sadists found that hilarious, and now G is something of a mascot to them. You can find out a lot about that by typing Monkey G into the YouTube search bar. There are a ton of videos documenting the abuse this man has wrought against baby monkeys while he was still just a YouTuber a few years ago. Once YouTube banned him, he became a full-time monkey snuff video producer. New videos of G are still being uploaded to YouTube, but the channel that does this claims to be a new owner and not the original G Owner. I don't know whether or not that's true. G Owner's monkey torture videos are easily distinguishable by an outdoor jungle setting. He can also be identified by his very long, gross fingernails and by the presence of his buddy who holds the camera for him. His videos are broken down into sequences of small clips, usually only a couple minutes each. This is not a result of editing them down. It's actually how he films them. While preparing different torture weapons, he turns off the camera to avoid getting his face or other identifying information in the shot. He almost always kills the monkey, at the end of each sequence of short clips, usually totaling around 12 minutes per monkey. Recently, he's taken a liking to nailing monkeys to trees through their hands and feet, rather than tying them up as he did in earlier videos. Monkey sadists consider his videos the gold standard of monkey snuff because of his unmatched brutality. They pay him anywhere between $150 to $300 per series, depending on the torture instructions and weapons required. The second most notorious producer is a man also from Indonesia. He used to run a pet monkey YouTube channel called Mas Pochet, and that's the name monkey sadists most commonly known him by. That channel was banned by YouTube in late 2021, but he keeps popping up under new names, moving from channel to channel as YouTube plays an extended game of whack-a-mole with him. He doesn't upload torture directly to YouTube, but does mistreat them in his YouTube videos. That consistently leads to channels getting banned. The purpose of those channels, as far as I can tell, is to advertise to monkey sadists who then contact him elsewhere to buy custom videos. I believe this is the current channel, which I'm not going to show on YouTube or anywhere on this video for that matter. You can tell which channels are his by the distinct layout of his property and an assortment of recognizable cages that he keeps his monkeys in. Sometimes you can even recognize the monkeys that appear in his YouTube videos as monkeys tortured in his privately sold torture videos. You can tell apart his torture videos when there's a G owner by the higher quality of video and the fact that he usually works alone. That's not always the case though. Occasionally he has someone else helping him. Also, more of his videos tend to be indoors as compared to the G owner. He doesn't seem to own a tripod, as he has a tendency to hold the camera between his legs in a squatting position while he uses his hands to torture monkeys. Instead of nailing or tying them to trees like G-Owner does, he has a tendency to tie them up spread eagle to the outside of their cages. Mas Pochet is more prolific a torture video producer than G-Owner, but his videos tend to be shorter, averaging 5 minutes each. This is due to the fact that he is more willing to have a multitude of clients, unlike G-Owner, who keeps maybe 3 at most at a time. Mas Pochet leases monkeys to his clients long term, instead of killing them in each video. He is open to only injuring them and keeping them to produce more videos with later. This allows him to lease each monkey to multiple people who are then only allowed to request non-lethal torture so that the monkey may be reused. If a client wishes to kill a monkey, they pay more to quote-unquote adopt one for the privilege of deciding the monkey's fate. Many of Mas Pochet's monkey sadist clients consider him unreliable due to his problem with alcoholism. As such, he typically charges less than G-Owner does for videos, which I have to give props to this guy. That is an insane thing to do, and he had to pretend to be a monkey sadist himself in order to get into these because they keep their clients very close. Now, the wildest part about this community to me is the fact that they only torture monkeys. They draw the line at monkeys. They do not condone torture of any other animal, which, I mean, why? I'm thankful for that, but at the same time, it's like, why do you draw the line here? But this is all we know about the Indonesian circles of the monkey sadist community and how the content is produced. There is no more information, and I'm sure that there is more Indonesian producers out there, but they are very kept secrets. But like I said earlier, monkeys are actually not the only thing that this community seems to be very interested in, as there is a heavy crossover from the monkey sadist community to child predators. This even going back to just the YouTube playlist thing, because if you go onto channels that make the YouTube playlists for the monkey sadists, you will kind of find that a lot of them have some really interesting playlists with children involved with them, which a lot of the people within the monkey hate community, like I said, have CP directly linked into their name, into their comments, and some of them even go so far as to cosplay as prolific child predators. Some of these people even going so far to have YouTube videos on their channels talking about CP, which I don't know how that's not like taken off of YouTube. I don't know how these people aren't banned from YouTube, but that's fucking insane. This side suggests that there is something a lot darker with the monkey hate community, as obviously, since it's not just monkeys, it is baby monkeys, there is a connection between actual children and the baby monkey hate. Now, a lot of theories suggest that this is projection and it is a way for abused people to spread the abuse without doing it to actual children. As unfortunately, people who are abused are more than likely to abuse others. And I'm sure for the people in this community that enjoy CP and being child predators, the baby monkeys are a way for them to kind of pseudo do their thing, which is fucking disgusting because that means that they are projecting these baby monkeys to be children in their heads. That makes me violently angry. I'm sorry. If I catch one of these people, they are getting fucking hands. That is insane. This really does drive the point home of how just deranged these people are. Luckily for us, this story does have a kind of happy ending. This is due to the fact that there was a thread posted on Kiwi Farms. I know, hold your horses everyone, Kiwi Farms. I know people don't like that website because it's notorious for people getting doxxed and apparently they're racist or whatever, right? But this thread did a lot of good because once this thread got posted, every single person that was involved with a lot of the image boards, telegrams, discords that were being made at the time, all of them got doxxed. All of their information is just out there, which in my opinion is a good thing. Now, I don't condone doxing whatsoever, but if you're torturing monkeys and like you have an actual kill count because of this, yeah, I think your information should be publicly available, especially due to the ties of pedophilia. Most of the people who got doxxed are pedophiles as well, by the way. So yeah, good on you guys. Holy shit, that's cool. I am not going to show the doxes here because, you know, I don't condone harassment or anything like that, but there is not a link to the Kiwi Farms thread down below, so don't go check that out. This is a list of names of people who have led to the deaths of hundreds, if not thousands of monkeys. On top of that, this is a list of people who have more than likely partaken in the harm of children through CP and pedophilia, as a lot of the people within this community would just blatantly spread CP for like no fucking reason outside of the pure enjoyment of watching something suffer. But obviously, this is not the end of the million pity community, as most of the people that didn't get doxxed just went into hiding, and obviously there were people in hiding from the beginning, but there is still constantly new monkey hate material being posted onto YouTube as we speak. More and more people getting subjected to this and getting converted into monkey sadists themselves, including children. Which that's just fun. I don't even know what to say about that. And this leaves us with the conclusion, because as of right now, there is not a lot of people looking into the monkey hate community in general, which honestly, it's underrated how bad this rabbit hole is. And I think people don't talk about it because it's just like they think, oh, well, it's just a weird group of people, right? This goes way fucking deeper than that. This community is constantly growing on YouTube and it is getting worse and worse. Sure, YouTube has cracked down on some of it, but there's still insane videos on YouTube to this day. Like I said, as an example, one of the first videos that pops up if you look up the monkey hate rabbit hole is a video of a literal baby monkey getting, which is horrific that that's even on YouTube. I don't know who's producing these. I don't know where they're coming from. More than likely, they're still coming from Cambodia and Indonesia. Or maybe it's just people posting their old saved content for themselves. Either way, I think that this needs to be looked into way more because it is still happening and it is still leading to the death of baby monkeys. And it is also leading to the production and spreading of CP because, like I stated before, most of the people who are into the monkey hate community are also just pedophiles. Like, just self-admitted, which is not just leading to the death of monkeys, it is also leading to the suffering of kids. Because I have no doubt in my mind that there is a tie between the people who are producing the monkey hate content and people producing CP. If you find any of these videos somehow, some way, report them. Get them off of YouTube. Make a big fuss about it. Get this off of the platform. Because in my opinion, this is the most disturbing rabbit hole to exist on not just YouTube, but the internet as a whole. Anyways, that's going to be the end of the video. So, if you liked it, please go ahead and leave me a like, please go ahead and subscribe, and please go ahead and comment down below. I'd really like your opinions and thoughts on this video, because I worked very, very hard on this video, and this video was very hard to make, because I had to sift through a lot of horrific shit, honestly. This is probably one of my least favorite videos that I've made, simply because of the amount of shit that I had to see. which I'm not gonna show in this video too much. I'm gonna blur everything when I can, if I can, and make sure to check out this video on Anissa Joma because I thought it was pretty good. So